That was pretty quick, Goto-kun.
I checked the corpse at the police station. It was yours, Miss Morimura. There's no doubt about it.
Is that so?
You don't seem too shocked about your death.
Well, it didn't exactly stop me. Here I am, safe and sound.
I suppose that's true.
Wait, what do you mean? Could you go over that again?
Our defensive maneuvers failed. So we decided to stick to the plan. We all headed to the gate to escape. But there was an explosion while we were shifting. From what I can tell, the Type 98 we were shifting in got attacked. But that's the last thing I remember. After that, nothing.
But that means... Is that how your data was damaged? It wasn't some plot by 426 after all? Just an explosion? We never did manage to completely reconstruct your data. I thought it was just that you didn't get converted in time, but... You were all dead before the shift even happened. Ida-kun, you said he killed the 4 of them. I know you did. You said he sabotaged them, killed them.
Given the chance, he certainly would have.
You lied to me?
He already tried to kill us all in the past. You know he'd have tried again if we left him alive. Killing him was the right call.
No. That means...
I'd like to revisit something you just mentioned. About 426 killing at least 4 individuals. Do you really not remember?
Remember what?
You've read my files, I presume? I gathered quite a lot of material in the past. Most of it is rather outdated, including Ida-san's statement concerning those victims. In other words, your answer is objectively incorrect.
Really? Well, can you blame me? Look at this body I'm stuck with. I'm bound to have some memories confused. If you have some comment on this form, then by all means.
No. That's not what I meant. When Juro Izumi lost his memories, you aimed to use him to revive 426. Make one a vessel for the other. One reason seems most likely. You harbored romantic feelings for him.
Me? With him? You're joking. That Chihiro Morimura was mind-hacked, remember? You said so yourself. My goodness, romantic feelings? For him? No, God no. Not my cup of tea.
This is Tetsuya Ida. Don't know why I'm recording this. Nobody's going to hear it. Still, might as well. Not like I have anywhere else to share this. I was in the middle of a routine bug regression test, and I noticed part of the final phase had been altered. The change was made in Chihiro Morimura's host. The setting change looks like it'll trigger a memory overwrite. I don't know anything about the memory's contents, but it says the modifying user was Juro Izumi. Because someone thought it'd be a great idea to give that guy senior admin ID. And at this point, well, what the hell can we do about it? At least now I have proof. You're all hypocrites anyway. Yes, including you, jackass. So who even cares anymore? None of this matters. We're all dead anyway.
Remember where this all began? It was the compatibility experiment, the one that produced you. Based off Miss Morimura's footage and your own admissions, I've completely misjudged the situation. All this time, I believed you were her. But even from the very beginning, you've been your own person.
So, what are you saying? I'm not Chihiro Morimura? If I'm not a duplicate of Chihiro Morimura, then who exactly do you think I am?
You are Chihiro Morimura.
Well, there you have it.
No, not Miss Morimura, the teacher. Professor Chihiro Morimura. The one from the year 2188. And the central figure of Shikishima's interstellar development project. Aegis activation confirmed. The terminal is completely sealed off.
We did it!
They've changed targets. The next terminal is just over there.
They're already on the move.
Can't even let us catch our breath, huh?
I haven't hit my operating limit yet, but I'm going to dismount.
Whoa, hey, then who's taking point?
Pull it together! We don't need orders to kick some ass.
I won't be long. It's up to you.
Fine then. Let's roll, Yuki-chan.
Chihiro-san.
Wait. As long as we're both here, there's something I want to clear up. So, tell me. You were in love with Miss Morimura, weren't you? You said she was mind-hacked. But it was more about you being jealous, wasn't it?
That's hardly...
This may be our last chance to talk. Answer me.
You are correct. Is that what you wanted to hear? That I was driven by some cheap, naive impulse? That I can't think about anything else?
And that's why you brought back my memory too, isn't it? You never cared how you managed to do it. You just wanted her back.
So much.
I'm glad. You really were a slave to your desires. That's the Renya Goto I remember. It means I don't have to like you after all. Thank you. I think that's all I wanted to hear.
Professor,
You should go. After all, we still have our bet. Although it looks like I'm about to win it. What's wrong? Did you get separated from your mommy? Could you leave me alone? It's dangerous out here. Just come with me, okay? Will you just... What are you... Don't worry. If you can't find your mommy, I can help you look. We just just have to run away right now, okay? Oh, there you are, Miwako. Asami-chan! I'm so glad you're okay. Jeez, you're so reckless. You shouldn't have come this way.
Kisaragi, that girl is...
I know already. I'll get back to the battle once Miwako's safe. Is someone else here? Of course not. Never mind. The evacuation route's that way. Can I bring her too? Hey! That's fine, just hurry up.
Professor Takamiya, how are the projections on those self-replicating probes? The simulations look good. Especially the survey range. We never expected a rate of expansion that high. It was definitely the right call to prioritize its strength as a group over individual units. These probes are pretty much living machines now. They self-replicate using natural resources mined from asteroids in their routing. They'll just keep building up and breaking down. An infinite cycle of self-replication on its way to its target. There's basically zero chance of the tech failing midway through. They'll just keep on going. Probably long after humanity's gone. Glad I came to an expert, then. All that's left is the refinement of the memory cube. The infrastructural storage cell, right? The cube's made up of 5 identical memory layers. In theory, it'll compare itself to nearby probes and use them as a template for repairs. And if it can't be repaired, well... fine, 1 probe down. We've got thousands more. And our passengers? I'll be loading them up with the DNA of all the survivors. I've already got samples and data from all 15. Now it's just down to launching them. These clones will go with all our hopes on their shoulders. By the way, what do we do about him? I mean, after that DNA test. We do nothing. He doesn't have to know. What can I even say to him? Not much, I guess.
There were 15 survivors of that colony, each with a clone established to be compatible. Though they grew up in different eras, different worlds. And you aimed to replace your clone's memories with your own. That was your real plan. Right now, I imagine your biggest question is precisely how much of that log I've seen. Am I close? You do have a genius mind, but also the form of a child. I imagine it's harder than usual to hide your agitation.
It's absolutely not... Now you're just trying to trick me?
I'd say, based on that log, Professors Takamiya and Morimura seem to know each other quite well. Maybe you know something about that.
Of course not.
Then perhaps instead, Tsukasa Okino? Being compatible, that makes one part of his identity clear. He's one of the 15 from the year 2188. So, any theories? Who was he in the year 2188? Care to guess?
Stop it.
No? Then allow me to clarify. That boy, Tsukasa Okino, is Professor Chihiro Morimura's son. But not her child by personal, conventional birth. The professor donated her egg cells as a young woman, in accordance with the policies on population control. No comment at this time? Their blood relation wasn't exactly obvious, until DNA testing on the clone revealed it. The professor was faced with the truth. He was her son, which naturally sparked an inconvenient surge of maternal instinct. However, Okino himself didn't think highly of the professor. He had his disagreements with the project staff, too. When it seemed like her end was near, the professor recorded him one final message. One last chance for him to know the truth.
Stop! You saw that? But how? You'd need a biometric ID match to access that log. So you should only have been able to access your own. My logs and Okino's should have been locked off.
Thank you, Professor Morimura.
I knew Renya Goto of Shikishima pretty well. You and he are very different. Except that you both make my life a lot harder. So, suppose I am the professor. Then what?
I want to know the truth. I want to know the reasons behind all of this. But that seems unlikely. I imagine you're not inclined to tell me anything.
And why's that?
It'd be inconvenient for you if we had all the facts. Considering you're trying to eliminate us. From the very beginning, you never intended for this world to survive.
Look, Natchan, the Cultural Science Museum. We went there on a field trip once. Oh yeah, an elementary school. Man, that takes me back. I hope it's still standing after all this.
Sometimes that's all it takes, huh? Just give us some magnets and levers to mess with and we're happy.
Huh. Did you forget, Nanji-kun? That was where you proposed to me.
What?
Yeah, said you'd protect me forever. Oh, back in 2nd grade? He said that to me, too. Oh, really? Well, Casanova, exactly how many girls have you proposed to?
What? Hey, I didn't mean it like that. Look, it was 2nd grade. I didn't know shit. I just wanted to be a hero. Protect everybody.
Daimo signatures. They're coming.
Perfect. Now I get to prove it.
Well, so much for that museum.
All the old pieces of our daily lives are getting left behind.
I feel bad for saying it, but it's kind of hard to focus on being sad when I'm this hungry.
That's only fair. We've been fighting these monsters non-stop since sundown. If I could have anything, well, I was hoping I could enjoy hamburger again someday.
Once this is all over, I'll make as much as you want.
Sounds good. Am I still invited to this?
Of course.
Guess I'd better stay alive then. Wouldn't want to miss it.
You just worked. The terminal's closed off.
What's wrong, Ryoko? Are you all right? You're not hurt somewhere, are you?
No, just tired, that's all.
Hey, don't try to cozy up to Ryoko-san. She's not your girlfriend anymore.
Wait, Goto-senpai and Shinonome-senpai dated?
I fail to see how that's relevant, Sekigahara. Yes. For about half a year during middle school. We split before we graduated.
But why? I don't remember.
It was her idea, and so was the breakup, though I couldn't tell you the reason.
My guess is you were the reason.
The point is, stop bothering Ryoko-san.
Akun.
Get wrecked! That do it? Say your prayers.
I guess life comes at you fast.
Going for me,
No
huh?
room for hesitation.
Enemy threat range.
I don't think so.
Kisaragi, you okay?
Those metal jerks. Now I'm mad.
Calm down and think, moron. Your Sentinel's a friggin' mess.
Let's turn this around.
Hijiyama-kun, I'm sorry I called you simple. You really are reliable. Always have been.
Okino? Where's this coming from?
I keep calculating and recalculating, and I always get the same result. I wish it was different, but you deserve to know. I measured the rate of incoming kaiju, and we can't win. There's 0 chance of surviving until tomorrow. A physical impossibility. We failed. It doesn't matter if we fight back. Our window is gone. It's over. If you don't want to tell the others, then I understand.
You understand nothing! Is that who you think I am? That I'll just give up simply because I'm told to? I'm not just fighting for my own survival. You know it's more than that!
Hijiyama-kun.
What an onslaught. It's unbelievable that we've lasted even this long. Yes. Is Megumi Yakushiji-san alright?
Huh? I am, but why specifically me?
I have to look out for you. I'd never forgive myself if I couldn't repay your kindness. You're the Yakisoba angel.
Oh, I knew I recognized you. You're the Yakisoba-pan guy, always wandering around school with one of them in your hand.
Takatoshi-san, is this really how they know you here?
Well, you see, to protect the homeland. Oh, hell with it. Yakisoba is the food of the gods, and I'll never pretend otherwise.
He just finally went through. Everyone okay? Took long enough. Can't believe we actually survived that.
Yuki-chan's okay too. Are all the fights gonna be this bad now?
We've been working pretty hard. That's worth a little time off, right? Not like anyone's going to school tomorrow anyway. And I've got just the idea for Yuki-chan. How about a day at the amusement park?
What? Just you and me going?
Hey, it's the best reward I could ask for. Could be fun, right?
Fine, dumbass. You get your one date.
Really? I wasn't actually expecting...
So, for now, go kick some ass and try not to die.
Yuki-chan.
This is getting rough. Feels like it could all end at any second. So, Kisaragi, there's something I gotta tell you. Well, I like you.
Now hold on.
What?
Seriously? Here? Now? You are such an ass! You have no idea how to do this!
But, hey, what are you talking about?
I mean, we're still in open comms. Everybody can hear you. Kinda awkward.
What, that's bad? But this is how they always do this stuff in the movies.
Ogata-kun? I thought you sounded kinda cool.
Sorry, Karabe, but that shit just makes me feel even worse.
How many terminals we got left?
Looks like 4. Nothing for it. Outnumbered as we are, we have to cover them all.
It's the only chance we have. At least until Miyuki Inaba reconnects with us.
Let's do our country proud, Amiguchi! Show these fiends the courage of Japan!
I'll hold them back, no matter what.
You're an inspiration to us all, Yakisoba-pan Angel.
Hijiyama-san, could you stop calling me that? Daimo signatures incoming. They're here.
Looks like duty calls, huh?
Exactly. That's the true pride of the men of Japan. The will to stare death in the face and laugh.
Excuse me, but the ladies are kicking butt out here too.
Hey, works for me. Kill my kaiju too. Knock yourself out.
They're within range now. The kaiju! Why are they coming this way? The terminal's the other way. Oh, that's Sentinel. That's gotta be Iori. Hey, Iori, what's going on? Iori-chan? They all appeared on this side out of nowhere! Just keep running! That's easy to say, but where are we even supposed to run? Miwako, I'm sorry I couldn't get you somewhere safer, but I'll handle this. Usami-chan? Usami-chan disappeared. What the heck is going on? Don't worry. I'm going to protect you. Everything's gonna be okay. I need to stay logical. Logical. Just so you know, I didn't want to do this. I'm gonna try something. Huh? Honestly. Goto-kun! I know you can see me! You've got a drone up, right? I need you here right now! Goto? You don't mean... Goto-kun! Renya Goto? Yup. So you know him too? There you are. Goto-senpai! Where did you come from?
What are you trying to achieve?
Maximum hypocrisy.
This doesn't look good.
You're telling me. We need to go. Something's off.
What's wrong?
That console. Looks like I can only use the controls from there. You stay here. I'll go set the timer.
Hey!
Stop!
Okino! Damn it! Why me? Why only me? I have to get back now, or Okino might not. Someone. Anyone. I need to find someone who knows how to time travel. Excuse me, miss. There's something I need to ask you.
Sure. What's up?
You've been in the area for a while, right? Seen any suspicious characters? Sharp eyes, acting fishy?
Yeah, right in front of... never mind.
Huh?
Do you have a moment?
For what?
I'm looking for a shady guy who looks like he might start a fight. Have you seen anyone like that around school?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm talking to him.
Anyone else?
Well, there's also Ogata-kun.
Okino. What's wrong?
This is for you.
What's this?
I really like you.
What are you doing? Don't be crazy.
Gotcha. Deja vu, huh? Isn't this where I confessed to Nenji Ogata, too? That seemed like it really got to you. I thought you might be feeling left out, so...
You idiot. You thought it'd make me happy for a man to confess to me?
Guess not, huh?
Okino!
3 active androids detected.
I'm on it.
Over here.
Is it over? Okino! Where are you hurt? Don't worry. I'll get you to a hospital.
Ichiyama-kun,
Don't talk. I'm here.
the letter. Read my letter.
No! Okino! No. Okino's... He's gone.
Universal control has isolated him.
So they finally made it here. Okino. You don't have much of a knack for love letters.
The invasion force is approaching Sector 4. So I'd like to share the Sentinel with you. I hid it in the ocean in Sector 5. It's the one I piloted. Sentinel number 12. If anything happens to me, you'll need access to it. So I made one last adjustment to your body on my own. The Sentinel activation switch is on your left forearm.
Activate Sentinel. That scout unit said you were isolated. If you really are alive, if you're out there somewhere, then you're going to need a home to return to. It'd be a shame if it was gone. So, I'll fight to my last breath to save it. That's all the reason I need. Now, let's go! Sentinel number 12!
Finally. I was wondering when you'd show up.
What was that? I thought I heard Okino's voice.
You did. It's me.
Okino!
You can't see them, but I do still have legs. No ghosts here.
So the scout was right.
I'm still alive. Because we shared the Sentinel, you're the only one who I can communicate with.
What can I do? How do I save you?
I can't go back to that world anymore. I was cut off from it, to keep me alive. This was the answer, Hijiyama-kun. Remember what we talked about? The mystery process eating up 80% of the inner Lossiter's memory? Our hearing, vision, scent, touch, and taste. It was supplying sensory data, everything we ever perceived. It made everything in that world seem real. That was practically its highest priority function.
Seem real? You don't mean it was all fake? My home? The factory?
The 5 sectors are not reality. Besides the 15 of us, every human we've ever known, they were created by universal control. That world is a simulated space, a massive, perfect illusion for us.
None of it was real.
These cockpits we're in right now, that is reality. My designs for the Sentinels never had cockpits at all. What kind of suicidal moron would get in a 35-meter weaponized metal suit? A single punch's recoil impact would hit the pilot like a train crash. But then the finished Sentinels had ways to get inside. I wasn't too familiar with the systems we'd pulled from the mainframe data. I figured it was just a speck I hadn't noticed at the time. But it wasn't even a cockpit at all. They're growth pods, meant to keep our bodies healthy. We were born inside these pods. We have never known life outside of them.
If all that's true, how do we get out?
I don't know if we can get out. But at least one thing's clear. If the Deimos invasion destroys the world we knew, then we will all die inside these pods.
Fat chance of that. You're shameless, shrewd, and infuriating. People like you don't die so easily. No matter what else may change, my duty is the same. I live in service of my country, and the people I love.
Hijiyama-kun.
I will not let you die.
Hijiyama-kun. No matter how this ends, I will always be with you. Let's go. For the Sentinels never had cockpits at all. What kind of suicidal moron would get in a 35-meter weaponized metal suit? A single punch's recoil impact would hit the pilot like a train crash. But then the finished Sentinels had ways to get inside. I wasn't too familiar with the systems we'd pulled from the mainframe data. I figured it was just a speck I hadn't noticed at the time. But it wasn't even a cockpit at all. They're growth pods, meant to keep our bodies healthy. We were born inside these pods. We have never known life outside of them.
If all that's true, how do we get out?
I don't know if we can get out. But at least one thing's clear. If the Deimos invasion destroys the world we knew, then we will all die inside these pods.
Fat chance of that. You're shameless, shrewd, and infuriating. People like you don't die so easily. No matter what else may change, my duty is the same. I live in service of my country, and the people I love.
Hijiyama-kun.
I will not let you die.
Hijiyama-kun. No matter how this ends, I will always be with you. Let's go.
data is... Is that you, Goto? It's been a while. The last time I saw you was 2 months before my death. Roughly a year ago, I think. Chairman Ogata? An AI construct based on Chairman Kengo Ogata. Why would this be in Morimura's files? I see. So this is how she managed to raise all those funds. She must have used this AI to access the Shikishima Chairman's hidden network. Not quite. I'm afraid that was originally my idea. The good Professor Morimura was only following my orders. So all of this was by design? Your design? Leaking the prototype nanomachinery to the black market? The catastrophic consequences? You're the one who exploited her. If you blame anyone, blame yourself. We were so close to losing Project Ark entirely. Now we must prioritize the project above all else. I'll finally have my second chance at life. You were planning on downloading yourself into a clone. A brave new Earth is waiting for me. I won't let you do this. What is Professor Morimura doing now? She's dead. By that hitman's hands, I presume. That's humanity. Self-destructive to the very end. Only a few survivors left now. I give them 3 days at most. My deepest condolences for your imminent death. Shut up, Construct. Your project is over. Unfortunately for you, the Ark is already set off. It's still within comms range. You don't have clearance. I refuse to let an AI control the future of humanity. Not of the survivors, the ones who would have clearance.
Come on, guys. We got some ass to kick.
Running the trade forever. It's so good. Whoa, you're right. It's hot off the grill and charred